It was a tough morning for several drivers with slick spots from the overnight snow across the area. Slush and ice caused two vehicles to spin out on Highway 70 South near Charlotte Pike and Bellevue this morning. Two people inside one of the vehicles crashed into a tree, causing an SUV behind them to slip into the same spot. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt, but the property owner now has to fix his mangled fence.
I came out of the house and I didn't even know he was down here till I started down the highway in my truck, and I looked and I said, darn, there's a truck in my yard.
Meanwhile, it was all hands on deck for TDOT crews as they spent much of last night and early this morning treating roads. Workers had to use more salt than usual on Murfreesboro Pike near Mount View Road in Antioch because of sheets of ice.
There was 4 traffic accidents between here and Bell Road. Metro Police had the road shut down. We attacked this road with 4 TDOT plow trucks and loads of salt.
As you can see, secondary roads and neighborhood streets remain slippery, but for the most part, main roads and interstates throughout Middle Tennessee are in much better shape. An early morning blaze in Madison keeps firefighters busy just before daybreak. Take a look. This was the scene around 6:15 a.m. on Cheyenne Boulevard. Sky 5 shows us the flames shooting through the roof and out of the windows of this office building at the Neely Meadows Apartments. We're told it was the office building that caught fire. No word yet on what may have sparked the blaze, and fortunately no one was hurt. Folks along the East Coast are digging out after their blast of winter weather with up to a foot of snow in some places. Don Champion shows us what it's like there.
Well into the overnight hours, snow continued falling in New England. In Boston, kids jumped at the chance to take advantage of the weather. Nearly a foot of snow fell in many parts of the area as a major winter storm skirted the Northeast. In some places, near whiteout conditions made travel difficult.
I think it's beautiful as well, and I'm glad it's hitting us finally because I want spring to come sooner than later.
In Connecticut, slippery conditions caused this tour bus to spin out and flip over on I-95. Several passengers were hurt.
Once we got on scene, there were people already out of the bus, wandering kind of in the area. They don't know what to do.
Along the coastline, powerful waves caused flooding.
Oh my God.
And out at sea, passengers aboard Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas cruise ship felt the wrath of the weather after the ship got caught in the storm. 20-foot waves and 100-mile-per-hour winds shook nerves and caused damage on board.
But you could hear the waves crashing against the hull, metal twisting and banging. It was scary.
The ship with 4,500 passengers had been headed to Port Canaveral, Florida, and is now on the way back to its home port in New Jersey. Don Champion, CBS News.